Today we're going to be playing The Farmer Was Replaced. This is a coding game where you farm and learn how to code through farming. So I don't know how to code. I don't know anything about coding really. I've tried before, it just hasn't really made sense to me, but I've always wanted to learn how to code. So I'm going to try to learn how to code through this game and see how far I can get into. I think this is a Python game. This window contains the information about everything in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping them in the gray part of the window. You can move by dragging anywhere outside of the windows. To get started with programming, you go to the first program page by clicking it. Be sure to check out the buttons on the top right of the screen. Hover over them to see a tooltip explaining what they do. Each one of them opens a tech tree. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. The language is unlocked step by step, so you don't be overwhelmed by the things you can do. The syntax is very similar of that of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world. Okay. So it's not like an actual programming language, but it's extremely similar to Python. So I think I can just do harvest and it will harvest. When I press play, I ran my first program. So now I want to do a flip. Okay. So all I have to type in is do a flip with parentheses. And then if I run it, okay. Pet the piggy. What is pet the piggy? Pets the piggy. This action is not affected by it. Okay. So I could just, what does petting the pig do though? So let's run this. So it just goes over to the pig. Cool. What is this while true? I'm gonna try having the while true thing because I'm not completely sure what that is. Okay. It needs a error. Unlocked loops must be unlocked before okay, so while true is a loop, but I need to unlock a loop to do that. And it looks like I got a hat. Oh, okay, I just need to get it one more time and then I can delete that and just, now I have 5 hay. Okay, so all I need to do is have the while loop and a harvest, and I'll just keep doing that. So if I execute this, this will just keep going until I make it stop. Now let's look at hats. We can look at... So this is speed. Increases the speed of both the drone and the code execution. And then this is grass, which increases the yield of grass. But that's 600. So I think I'm going to unlock speed. Yeah, I'm going to unlock speed. That made it a lot faster. Look at that. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. To deal with this, if branches and the can harvest functions are now unlocked. Okay, so now we have the if can harvest function. So I can add an if can harvest is true, then harvest. Maybe this works? Nope. This might work. So the only thing I need here is a colon, I guess.
Let's be clear, I'm literally the smartest programmer that has ever lived, okay?
Maybe if I add a colon to this. There we go. Now it's looping only if it can harvest that. And if it can't, then it will wait until it can be harvested. So let's look at the tree again. And... oh, we can expand. Okay. Alright, so we've unlocked the move function. So... I think I have an idea. Be a little bit stupid. Alright, this might work, but also might not. What I have here is checking if it can harvest, harvesting it if it can, and then moving north, which will move it forward. I'll have that doing it 3 times, and then moving south, which goes right back to here. Hopefully this will just keep looping to where I can have it go back and forth. That's weird. But I'm gonna try something. Okay, so I think it just moving north automatically loops back. It does, okay. That makes it a lot easier. So, for everything now, I need wood, which is down here. Wait, maybe not. Let's unlock planting. Grass is a nice place. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants need to be planted. Only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass the type of plant you want. Okay. So maybe this will work? Maybe I don't need to maybe I don't need to till it yet. I can just harvest and then plant a bush. There we go. Cool. Okay, these do grow a lot slower than okay, yeah. But we are getting wood. I think we can expand again into a 3x3, which will make my job a little bit harder, because that means I have to figure out how to make it go left and right as well as going up and down. But this will also unlock just more stuff that we can get. Alright, as you know, I'm the best programmer in the world. That's why it took me around 20 to 30 minutes to figure out the for loops. Best programmer right here. But eventually, after a long, painstaking struggle that you will see, I eventually used the hint. So, yeah, assuming, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's try this first. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Maybe if I change this to 2, then it will work. I think I need to flip these 2 around. I don't know. Because it is missing this one right here. Yeah, it's missing that one right there. So I think it just did not mean to do that. Alright, I mean that fixed it. But this is probably the most like inefficient way to do it. But I'm gonna set this as a while loop. And then add clear at the end so it goes back to its original. Yep, now it's working. It's working now. So that's a good thing. Is there something I can buy with? Okay. No. But I can increase the speed. I don't think I'm going to do that yet, because I'm going to make all of this bushes so I start gaining wood again. In order to do that, I need to plant a bush, and then if I can harvest it, then I'll harvest it. So I think this is good. No. Not good. Not good. No. What is it doing? Oh, I didn't plant the bushes. Alright, I think I need to rethink this because this isn't working. Alright, I'm gonna show a hint. Okay, I didn't think about... I'm gonna see how this works. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So it's literally just going forward until it loops back. Then it moves to the east. How does that work? Hold on. Oh, because get world size is 3, because the world size is 3. So it's moving 3 tiles, then coming back, and then once it's back, then it moves east. I think. So, let's... I think... Okay. Why is it doing that? Maybe if I just... There we go. So that first one run is... Is there like a wait thing that I can do? Alright, what if I just loop this? Just loop it and it'll be fine. You know, maybe. So yeah, I'll just loop it. It's not planting the bush. Why are you not planting the bush? Alright, let's try this. It does work. I think, yeah, it does work. I'm gaining wood now, and not hay. So I'm gonna unlock speed. I think that's a good idea. It looks like it didn't really... Yeah, it didn't really affect anything. It's just making it go faster. I think that's a good thing. And then next is gonna be carrots, which is just adding an extra step to this, which is fine. So I can add carrots to this now. That should be fine, because I can just do this. And plant carrots. Now, if I run this, it should just... Yeah. And now we should be getting carrots, but it's not replanting them. Okay, I think I know how it works now. You can't... It's already tilled, so once you till it again, because it... So how it works is it's going forward and tilling each block. But once it's harvested, it doesn't go back to a grass block. It just stays as a tilled block. And in the loop, it is a tilled block. You can't till a block again because it'll just turn back into a grass block. So I need to get rid of this and have it somewhere else and like till it first and then go forward and then harvest and plant the carrots. Now if I run this, it should plant, till, and then once it's done doing that, then I can run the main. There we go. Now is there like a run function that I can just do it without? What's it doing? Why is it doing that? Why is it skipping? Oh, because it can't. That's fine. It can't keep up. That's fine. I'm gonna need to find out a different way to where it can. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I needed wood to plant the carrots. So now I need to go back and then plant all of the. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that I needed to do that. That makes it. That makes it a bit harder. But I can just open another file. Copy this into here. And replace this with a bush, I think. And I can run that. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, it looks like we can expand again. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, and if we run the bushes one more time, then we would be able to expand again in a second. So let's run that for a second. Alright, while that's running, we can expand this to a 6x6 now. And that is going to be the last thing that we're going to be doing for a minute. Because now we need pumpkins. And not only that, we need 1,000 of them, which is crazy. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to call it for today. If you want to see more of this from me, I would be happy to do so. Just let me know, and I will see you all later. Thank you.
Let's be clear. I'm literally the smartest programmer that has ever lived, okay?